All right, my friends. So I just gave the guys who do my oil change and whatnot, Corey and Marcus, $20 each as a tip. And the reason I do that is because it makes me feel good. And that's the thing about giving. It makes you feel good. Giving, I tell you, man, it's this what has always confounded me with folks who are miserly is they're missing out on the pleasure, the bounty of their blessings, to feel good. Because when you give, it just, man, it's like it's an addiction. It's a wonderful. Obviously, you don't want to be given to the extent that you're eating ramen noodles and all that. I'm not saying you got to take a vow of poverty. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying you got to shelve your jacket to give to your enemy like Jesus says. We're not Jesus. We're not. Only Jesus is Jesus. I can't do that. I mean, God made us to be concerned with number one first, and not whether that's God or the devil is. I don't know. But all I know is when I give, I feel great. And $20 for these guys, because they're good guys. My man Mark has got 4 kids. They're both young, I'd say young, middle-aged black guys who work hard, and they give me the straight shot on what they're doing in terms of my vehicle. I know they're never going to lie to me. I know they're always telling me the truth, and I know that they're going to serve me right. And when you have that kind of relationship with somebody, you want them to know how much you appreciate it, more than just as a customer sign the thing for your receipt. Now, look, man, if here's a lady right here. Lauren needs a kidney, so Lauren needs a kidney at gmail.com. Help save. Man, it's just I can't. That's just can't imagine having a daughter that I can't imagine. Oh man, God bless you. God bless you. Can girls take kidneys from? I don't know how that works. Oh man, that just brings tears to my eyes thinking about, like when Chloe was in the NICU when she was first born. And all those little crack babies down there did nothing. They did nothing, and yet they're gonna live for many, many years because of what their choices their parents did. Just man, kills you. Seeing Lauren there, where is this going? With I don't know what her situation is. I don't know what caused kidney failure when you're a child. I don't know, but can you imagine just the level of despair, knowing that you can't do anything for your kid? That's how I felt with Chloe. I mean, she's just down there, and she go to VTAC, ventricular tachycardia, and her heart start pounding, and you're like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing more just devastating. Just you couldn't do anything. So what is this? I looked. I just saw Lauren needs a kidney at gmail.com. I literally had no idea that this diatribe was slipping into that. But what can you do as someone of affluence and abundance in the United States, as we all are? Well, you can give the bounty that you've been blessed with, that's for sure. And look, man, I am not here to challenge it. I'm not here to say, look at me, I gave these guys 20. Man, I'm not here to say that at all. I'm here to say I did it because it makes me feel good. Not because I'm such a righteous dude giving money. If I was a righteous dude, I'd have given a hell of a lot more than $20, let me tell you. But it makes me feel good. And when you're giving, it makes you feel good. And when you feel good, when you do things that make you feel good, you'll do more of it, if that makes sense. And so what happens, unfortunately, is it also makes you feel good to get mad on Twitter and Facebook. I know that feeling too, which is why I'll never be on Twitter and how to get off Facebook. And hell, sometimes I've been on YouTube, frankly. But when you do things that make you feel good, it also makes you feel good too. And so both sides of it make you feel good, and both sides allow you to engage in activity. One is bad behavior, being an ass on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, or being a good guy by being a good person. They both make you feel good. There's a dopamine rush for both, for sure. But it's easier to be the bad guy. What I mean by that is easier just, I'm going to show him he's wrong. And, I do that myself all the time. And I'm not proud of that at all. But it does give you a feeling of satisfaction. I showed him try to avoid that, man. The way to do it is literally just find somebody to give to, and do it surprisingly. You know what I'm saying? Look, if it's your last meal, don't. Look, I'm not, again, Jesus, the lady who gave Jesus, 2 pennies. They're like, that doesn't help us all. And Jesus is like, man, she gave more than you did as a rich guy, because she gave her last dollar, her last penny, where you just gave a portion. But I would never say, dude, look, that's Jesus. We should do it. It's tough. That's tough. But take a moment around Thanksgiving time and just say, hey, for people who do, this is why smiles. A smile goes so far. I got to go back to jury duty. And everyone down there is cranky. And I just, I told you this last couple months ago, about 6 months ago, I went, and they were kind, the guys down there. They deal with all kinds of people, from the rich guys, spoiled brats in North Fulton County, to the gangsters in South Fulton County, and everybody in between. And those people working, they're just working their jobs, man. They're just trying to do what they're supposed to do to get money to bring home and get the system functioning as best as it can. It's weird how a smile can go a long way, and or an email. So I emailed them and I said, hey, I just want to say thanks, and I hope that went around. So anyway, what you want to do, here's a trick of the trade, so to speak. I used to get this all the time at USA. I want to email you to tell you how appreciative I am, and that's fine. But you don't want to email the person that you're appreciative. You want to email the person's boss, if that makes sense. You always want to email the person's boss, because it goes downstream. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to help somebody out by saying, man, you did a good job, I really appreciate you, you email the person's boss, or not the boss's boss. And I used to do that. So at USA, it was a good thing. Pride awards, not like gay pride or anything, but it's pride, just because we were proud of somebody for what they did. And the thing about pride awards is like, it literally took 2 seconds to do. It's just an email that went to the guy you're recognizing, but it went to the guy's boss. And I never understood why more people didn't use that. I use that religiously. I'd hand that out like candy, because people, it made the person who you're recognizing feel good, but it went to that guy's boss. So so that boss always felt good too, because hey, it's nice to hear. Always good to hear good things about all of the bad things. But even more importantly, it made you look good. So it's a win-win-win. The boss feels good, the guy you're rewarding, and you all feel good, because it makes you feel good, but also makes you look good. Because the boss, that guy Josh, he's a good guy. He always rewarded, freaking Dan or whatever. No, you know what I'm saying? You don't do it. You don't do it like, hey, every day, Dan brushed his teeth, so here's some reward. It's not like that. But just when people go better than you hope, reward them somehow. It's just a kind word. I think money always goes a long way, because for me, it helps them with some lunch, some dinner. They get to go home at night and, buy, freaking, hopefully not boozing, but, 6-pack of Sierra Nevada Porter. Oh. Woo! Man, I think the last beer I ever had was a Pete's Wicked, like strawberry blonde Wicked. It was Pete's Wicked Ale, and they had like a strawberry blonde. I think that was the last one I ever had. It wasn't even Guinness. It wasn't a Black and Tan. It wasn't a Sierra Nevada. I think it was a Pete's Wicked Ale strawberry blonde. I'm not even sure they still make Pete's Wicked, but that was good. I could drink that stuff all day long. Didn't have enough hops in there though, but man, oh man, was that good. Anyway, give, my friends. It makes you feel good. It makes the other guy feel good. It's a way to help just people put a spring in their step. They feel good, and when you can transfer your feeling of gratitude to somebody else, maybe they'll transfer it to somebody else, and who knows? Random acts of kindness. I always thought that was a good practice. Random acts of kindness. I never liked it when people had that on their bumper sticker, because the fact was, I was one of the people who said, I'm going to practice random acts of kindness. The fact they're saying that, didn't that inherently mean they weren't practicing random acts of kindness? I don't know. And that's what I try not to do. I try not to judge, but man, I'm a judgmental person. I hate that about myself, but I try not to. And one of the ways you can try not to is to try to think about other people. Look, I'm just yapping here. This guy did me right. Charlotte ran over a nail. My man Marcus, he didn't have to. He could have charged an arm and leg. He didn't charge anything. It's just good guy. Good guy. My wife's he went above and beyond what he had to do. And as a human being, that's what we should all do, but he didn't have to, and he did. And I always, respected him. And I'm sure I could find cheaper service. maybe I save, $100 a year from a cheaper service, but these guys never upsell me anything. It's just they're good people, and I want to reward them, and it makes me feel good. All right, we'll see you.